Hey Internet, welcome back to the channel. Hey, this morning we're going to be going from Chamberlain, South Dakota down to Omaha, Nebraska to see my daughter, which is going to be kind of a special day, and my son-in-law. Bless his heart, he's in the Air Force. We're really proud of him. But before we head out, we're going to do something special that's really near and dear to me, and that's hit Al's Oasis for breakfast here in Chamberlain. I've been there so many times over the years, and it's kind of like old home week when you go in there. As we leave the hotel this morning, we pass by this metal pheasant. It's symbolic of all the pheasant hunting that occurs in this area in the fall. We then head right back down Chamberlain so that we can catch the old bridge that crosses the Missouri River as we head over to Al's Oasis. Al's Oasis doesn't look like what it did when I first started coming out here. All these new Western type storefronts are all new. It was just a plain old building with a restaurant and a convenience store and gas pumps, and that was it. There was nothing much else here. Now there's hotels, gas stations, all kinds of things, but it's just not the same. Al's Oasis iconic buffalo has been moved across the street now from the buildings. At one time it was on the same side, and we've got quite a few pictures that we took with this as tourists as we went through just for the fun of it when I was a lot younger. To give you an idea about how big this buffalo is, hopefully this kind of gives you an idea. It stands probably about 12-13 feet tall. It's huge, and it's a big landmark here in Chamberlain. There's no question that the restaurant here at Al's Oasis was intended to service all the hunters that come out in the fall. They have all kinds of taxidermy mounts surrounding the walls and kind of have a rustic interior. What's nice is it's a great place to stop because they also have a convenience store and grocery store there so that you can stock up on supplies as you head west. However, we are heading east, and we cross back over the Missouri River again on the interstate as we head toward Nebraska. After a short ride on the interstate, we turn and head south, which is going to be the predominant direction we're going, southeast, as we head towards Omaha, Nebraska. It's a special day for Sherry and I because this evening we'll be able to catch up with our daughter and enjoy some time with her. Here we ride through the little town of Platte, South Dakota. We've definitely moved into an agricultural area as we ride past that sprayer. There's just wide open fields. Here we are riding by Lake Andes. This is a huge lake and it's also a wildlife preserve. I'm sure that's for migrating waterfowl. Here we are in Yankton, South Dakota, which puts us right at the border of Nebraska. We'll be crossing the Missouri River one last time here as we head into Nebraska and southward toward Omaha. Wowza, this is a big grain elevator here. It speaks to how much storage they need to have for the farmland around here. After crossing over the Platte and Elkhorn rivers, we're closing in on Omaha, Nebraska. Well, today we started out here in Chamberlain, South Dakota, and we crossed the Missouri River and went up to Al's Oasis, which was on the other side of the river. Then we did a short stint of a little over 20 miles down I-90 until we hit the highway here that went down to Platte, South Dakota. We cut over on 44 until we hit 50, and then we ran State Road 50 all the way down here to Yankton, South Dakota, and then went south on US 81. And down here I don't have a map for Nebraska, but we picked up State Route 275 and ran that over to Omaha and then down 75 to Bellevue. And that's where my daughter's at. So I'm looking forward to seeing her tonight. So don't go anywhere yet. There's more to come. Well, here's my lovely daughter, Mariah. But the star of the show is clearly her Airedale, Harper. We refer to him as our grand dog, but Mariah is also pregnant with our first grandchild, and so we're pretty excited. As you can see, Harper's a pretty lovable dog, and here I am giving him a hand signal to sit. Mariah trained him on hand signals besides verbal commands, so he's a really well-behaved dog, and we adore this little guy. Not so little, I guess. Well, as I'm preparing this video here, I am getting ready to leave within probably the next couple of hours here to evacuate for Hurricane Ian, which is zeroing in right on our house. So hopefully this storm passes without any major catastrophes or loss of life. So we're with you, and we'll come back and get the next video going as soon as I get back home here from evacuating the storm. My wife is a nurse, and she'll actually be going to the hospital and working through the storm while I'll evacuate to the southeast to get away from it. We'll see you later. Take care.